Good evening, fans, and welcome to the LB Gym here in Fredericton. Watching Tommy's TV on YouTube, ACAA TV. All powered, of course, by Sports Canada TV. I'm Bill Gibson once again. Privileged to be on my perch here in the palace known as the Pit. Women's volleyball action to wrap up the day. Men's volleyball earlier, a little late getting this one started. A 5-setter between the Tommy men and the Dal AC men. It is another dandy matchup here, the Dal AC women and the Tommy women. And interesting results from earlier today was UKC at Crandall. Crandall won that one 3-1. And first place Mount Allison went on the road to Holland College. Holland College won that one 3-1. So as it sits right now, Mounties lead the conference at 12-5, having lost 2 in a row. They'll be here tomorrow. Tommy sit in second place, a 9-match winning streak, 11-3. UNBSJ 9-4. They're playing against St. Anne in St. John this evening. Holland 9-6. They pick up a game on these Dal Rams, who sit at 8-6. Mount St. Vincent at 8-7. Crandall drops to 6-8. St. Anne 2-13, and UKC 1-14. So lots of interesting things happening in the standings here for the remainder of this season. Tommy's with a win here. They can catch the Mounties in the win column, and they'd be in first place by virtue of percentage points. The Dal Rams, if they're able to win, they would move into a fourth place tie with Holland at 9-6. And looking at top 6 making the playoffs, important win as well earlier today for Crandall. Starters for Dal AC, 1 is Marin McCombs. 5, his sister Megan McCombs. They're both out of West Bay, Cayman Islands. Number 9 is Callie Imrikar. We're going to say that name a lot. 16, Leah Jollimore is the setter. 18 is, did I miss somebody? 18? Is it 18 Sophie Hughes? It is 18 Sophie Hughes. And I missed the Libero jersey. Here's the Tommy Light Show, which is much more effective when it's dark outside. Starters for the Tommies, number 7, Kathleen Boyle. That's a name I'm going to say a lot. Tommy Player of the Week, ACA Player of the Week, and CCA Athlete of the Week. Athlete of the Week is what I'm trying to say, not Player of the Week. 8 is Colleen Nadeau, pardon me. 10 is Ava Slip. 11 is Morgan Coy. Ella Esty, the rookie setter out of Fredericton. 14, Anna Osborne, the middle first year out of Fredericton. Libero, number 3, Brooke Thompson. And number 15 is Abby McFadden, also in the Libero green. Tommies in their white jerseys. Brooke Thompson reached the 500 dig milestone in the last set of the last match. Handshake there between coaches Colpitts and Peck. I did not speak with the coaches in front of this one. Just with the quickness of the turnover, it's selected to let them have the time before the match to themselves. They didn't need me buzzing in their ear. But this is a big one, and this is a big test weekend for the Tommies. These might be the, no offense to any of the other teams that have come to town, but just the way the schedule is laid out with both Dal AC followed up by number 1 Mount A coming in. I think it makes it quite possibly the toughest home weekend schedule. The SJ game was a single home weekend. Now Holland was a double last weekend, of course. Dal AC will start us off here with Sophie Hughes. 5'11" middle out of Chester, Nova Scotia, will be the first to serve. In play, played up by Thompson for Esty. Esty for slip. Off the block of Megan McCombs. On the attack is Ashley Rideout. That was one of the players I missed in intros, was Rideout. And there on the attack was the Tommies Coy. Attacking back is Rideout. Esty, great rally. Boyle played up again. And Jollymore, the setter, gets over, slip, keeps it alive. Esty for Nadeau, and Nadeau calls up airmail instead of ground shipping on that one. 1-0 for the Dal Rams. And that will be Hughes to serve again. Oh, ace serve for Hughes in front of Kathleen Boyle. Tough to beat Boyle. Boyle is among the leaders in digs. 4th overall and 4th in digs per set for Boyle. Thompson, Esty. And there's Coy block. Coy keeps it up. Nadeau back for Coy. Almost free. Great get by Rideout. Free from the back row. There's Thompson. Esty. Slip on the tip. Great rallies here already. There's Rideout. Esty. Thompson. And Nadeau. Block down. Point Dal AC. Great start for the Rams. That's going to be Megan McCombs. Big hello if you're watching from the Cayman Islands. Never been anywhere near that part of the world. Someday I hope to have a bank account there, though. Fortunes will have to change in a big way, let me tell you that. (4-0) Dal AC. Coy, big swing. That one down in front of Sophie Hughes. First Tommy point. We'll send Callie Nadeau back to serve. Nadeau, 32 service aces on the season and is 4th in the conference in service aces per set. Had just a monster weekend. I think it was right prior to the break at Mount St. Vincent University. Was just absolutely on fire from the service line. Tommies pick up a point as the Rams can't get it back over the net. Here's Nadeau again, another strong serve. Played up by the Libero Peyton Hannon. That one is off of slip down on the Tommy side, 5-2 Rams. And that's going to send Leah Jollymore back to serve. 25.5 points coming into today and 17 served by way of the service ace for Jollymore. That one tipped, Tommy point. And I will say right off the top here, I love these Dal Ram uniforms. White lettering in great big size on black, and black lettering on white in great big size makes the play-by-play heart in me absolutely sing. (6-3) for Dal AC. Tommy's got good looking threads on as well. They're nice dark numbers on white jerseys. No slouch there is Boyle. Oh, that's Marin McCombs. Bringing some fire right off the top. Marin McCombs, 4th year. 1 year of eligibility ahead of sister Megan. That's off of Nadeau, kept alive by Coy. 3 from Boyle. And that one is a misdirected pass off the hands of Leah Jollimore. 7-4. Very partisan Tommy crowd here. As Morgan Coy serves. Good get by the Libero. Hannon. Big swing from Imikar. We haven't heard a lot of Imikar through the first few points of this match. Boyle. Oh, Hannon was ready for that. Tipped over by McCombs. Set up for Boyle again. That time just punched down the line. 7-5 Rams. And the rookie Morgan Coy will serve again. This is a young Tommy squad. At least the starting lineup. Osborne's a first year, Coy's a first year, Estie's a first year, Nadeau is a first year. And Slip is a second year. The veteran, of course, Boyle, all conference level player. And the steady, ever hustling Brooke Thompson. There's Boyle for Esty. Osborne, a little too strong that time for Megan McCombs. Big smile there from McCombs. Great effort. 8-7 for Boyle. Tight match as we anticipated here off the top, with much on the line. And of course, every team coming in here wants to play well, because this is the destination for the ACAAs. Coy with the kill ties us at 8. Those tickets already on sale. This is a UNB facility, so they're actually available through the UNB ticketing system. You go to gotommies.ca, you can find out the ticketing information. It's also available on acaa.ca as well. You go to championships, look up volleyball. You can find all about it. Of course, we don't know exactly who's here or who's playing when, but starting to get to the point where you kind of know which teams are in it and who's fighting still to get here. Esty goes on the sneak attack. Played up by Nadeau, right at the net, off the net. Oh, and a little break for the Tommies as Immercar can't play that one. And it's timeout. Coach Carey Peck and the Dow Rams. Do look forward to calling the ACAA volleyball. I always have fun here, even though the men's game, I wasn't at my best, I'll say. I was a little tongue-tied by times, and the tongue getting over the eye teeth, couldn't quite see what I was saying in a few places, but we had fun, we got through it. It's an entertaining match for sure. And of course, I think I've reset myself for this one. Gotten myself together, or at least the best I get on a weekend. And more action here tomorrow. The Tommy men and the Dal AC men at noon. Tommy women and Mount A, they're going to go at 2. That's a tough road trip weekend for Mount A. A couple hours over to the island today, a little earlier than the Tommies are playing. They could, in fact, be close to back home by this point in time. And then again, jumping on the bus and coming to Fredericton for a 2 o'clock start tomorrow afternoon. Great serve by Boyle in front of the Libero Hannon. Boyle again. Hannon. That's Jollimore. McCombs. Boyle's pass drifts a little long. And Immerkar there that time. Callie Immerkar, the kills and points leader, also the service ace leader. Oh, actually, that goes to a Tommy point? It's been a net violation? I thought sure that was Immerkar got the kill. Esty cleans up that errant pass with the kill. I guess I better pay a little bit more attention to the officials and the hand signals. And maybe what the issues I had talking earlier moved to my eyes and I can't see. We'll see. Here we go. Set up by Jollymore. That's Esty back set for Coy into the tape. Going to be a point for the Dow Rams. A fast-moving first set. Now 13-9, and here's the aforementioned Callie Immerkar out of Swan River, Manitoba. Fourth year, 6'1" right side. Played up by Coy. And Osborne. Oh, kept alive. Well done by Dow. Esty again on the tip. Set for Jollymore. Big swing. Thompson is there. Nadeau tries the tip. That's McCombs. Nadeau, Esty, Boyle back row. That one is wide by Boyle. 13-10 STU. Played up by Thompson. There's Nadeau. Another good swing by Hannon. McCombs, Thompson. Esty on the attack again. The Tommies on their 9-match win streak. Now, Esty had played some setter before that, but it was at the start of that streak where Esty really took over and put a stranglehold on that starting setter position. Excellent and strong backup, and could very well be a starter as well in Jenna Murphy. But Esty has a little versatility, can go on that attack a little quicker. Actually allows the Tommies to play with a couple setters by times when Murphy comes in and Esty can swing to the outside. 15-10 STU. Here's Osborne. Wide out, can't handle that Osborne serve. 16-10 STU. Tell you about the last matches and previous meeting of this club when I get an opportunity. Action's been moving here pretty quickly. That's out off the Tommies. And Marin McCombs, who signed the lineup sheet as the captain today, as did Ella Esty for the Tommies. McCombs on the serve. Played up by Nadeau, now back to Nadeau. Nadeau off a block. McCombs is there. Set up Jollymore for Rideout. And Rideout gets the kill. Coy, Esty, slip. Tipped on the way through, point STU, 18-12. Pardon me, 17-12. A little touchy on the scoreboard there for a second down below. Here's Ella Esty. Just long that time, well read by Marin McCombs. Megan McCombs in for the Libero. And in substitution somewhere. There it is, the server. It is Ella Dickton to serve. And that goes for a Tommy point. Oh, that one A little luck that time from the Tommies as Nadeau gets the service ace as it climbs over the tape and drops straight down. No chance for the Rams on that time. Nadeau again, big serve. And again the service ace. 2013, another timeout Rams. And this time I'll tell you about the last action for these clubs. Val AC, it was last Saturday, the 24th at St. Anne. They won 3-0. Ode hitting St. Anne 278 to 167. Kaliamakar 20 kills, 514 percentage, 2 service aces, 3 block assists for a whopping 23.5 points in a 3-setter. That's a big number. Jillian McDonald had 7 kills, 3 service aces for 10 points for St. Anne. And a note Zoe Erickson for Dal AC in that one. Erickson in a match I watched a few days ago at Mount A. Appeared to go down a couple times with a twisted ankle, and I don't believe Erickson is available for this match either. Did not see a 14 in warm-up, but again, it's sometimes tough. In warm-up, jerseys are donned quite late, so it's often tough. So if you're looking for a particular number to find it. And the Tommies last Sunday, they were 3-0 winners right here, the LB Gym against Holland. They would hit the Hurricanes 211 to 157. That one just in, point for Dal AC. No, overridden, point Tommies. Line judge said that was in. The lead official said no, so it's 21-13 STU. Nadeau, big serve again. Boyle. And they attacked that time right out. Nadeau was there. There's Coy. Coy, too strong. Cross court out of play. That game last Sunday against Holland, Jenna O'Neill 12 kills and 13 points for Holland. Jamie Spencer 9 kills, 11 points. The Tommies, Kathleen Boyle 14 kills and 19 points. Leaves me to tell you about the head-to-head match the next time we get a break. Thompson for Coy. And Coy again just a little too strong. The head-to-head match, that was November 8th at Dal. The Tommies lost 3-1. They won the opening set 27-25. Dal out hit them 327 to 279. Ashley Ride out 14 kills, 20.5 points with 6 service aces. Callie Immercar 14 kills, 16.5 points. Megan McCombs 10 kills, 14 points. Kathleen Boyle 13 kills, 16.5. Ava Slip, 13 kills and 14 points. Tommies, they started the season losing 3 of 5. They've already avenged loss to Mount St. Vincent. Opportunity here today to avenge one of the losses to Dal AC, and the other one tomorrow is Mount Allison. So when I talk about a tough weekend coming in, the Tommies have lost to both their opponents this weekend on the road. And you can bet they would love to get the return home match victory. Thompson and Boyle trying to get that one. Can't get over Thompson. 21-17 and a tight first set that we expected. Now timeout Tommies has a little momentum here with Leah Jollymore on the service line for Dal AC. Other Tommy sports action this weekend. Women's hockey team, they're in a home-and-home set with the UNB Reds. Tommies took it 3-2 in overtime last night. Captain Jordan Chalk with a beauty on a breakaway in overtime. Brad James with an outstanding call on that one on Tommy's TV there on the visiting half of the home and home, just up campus here at the Aiken University Center for a 7 o'clock drop, I think, for the Tommy women's hockey team. And they are in third place, but hot on the heels of UNB and X. Basketballers, they are at Crandall today and tomorrow. Women's team has won today. The men were just taking the court as this one was starting. There is Boyle off of the Rams. So last day of January, calendar flipping to February tomorrow, and if it's not already stretch drive, it's stretch drive tomorrow once you hit February here on Court Sports and hockey as well. You're just a few weeks out of playoff time. Boyle with the kill down the line, 23-17. The Tommies pushing towards capturing the opening set. Critical point here for Dow. Slip, gives it to them. Carolyn Blajegas out of Vancouver. Number 15 checks in. Played up by Nadeau. Osborne, big swing. Great get by the Rams. Back set for Coy. Rams got a piece. Kept alive. Marin McCombs played it over. SD for Boyle. Boyle punched. And back on the Tommy side of the net now. Great rally here. SD Osborne tipped. That was Jollymore who got that one. Net violation on the Rams. Touching that there on the swing. I didn't see who got that one. Might have been one of the McCombs. Got a 33% chance of being right. There's Marin McCombs blocked at the net. And the Tommies take the opening set. 25-18. Highly competitive, highly entertaining. That's what we expected between these two clubs. They'll change sides. I'll get you the stats. Assuming that the stats are working, a little problem in part of the men's game. So the Dow Rams, 6 kills, 5 errors, 34 attacks, 0-29 in the opening set. The Tommies, 13 kills, 7 errors, 44 attacks, a 1-3-6. Neither team lighten it up on the attack percentage. A 136 and an 029 tells you just how close these clubs are. Tommies 13 assists to the Rams 6. Service ace is a big difference. Tommies 5, Rams 1. Service errors, Tommies 3, Rams 0. Diggs tied at 22. Total blocks, the Tommies 2-1. And individual stats, the Rams led by Marin McCombs and Callie Immerker with 2 kills each. Rideout, Sophie Hughes with singles. 6 assists for Jollymore. A service ace for Hughes. 7 digs for Marin McCombs. And a block for Rideout and Megan McCombs. The Tommies, they're led by Kathleen Boyle and Morgan Coy with 3 kills each. Esty and Osborne with 2. Nadeau says Jenna Murphy with 1 and Ava Slip with 1, but Jenna Murphy, unless I'm totally and completely blind and mixed up, is not even in uniform. So there's something off with the stats there. Has 9 with a kill and not dressed. Move on through the rest of the stats though. I'm sure someone that's got better eyes than I do will figure that one out. It's probably Nadeau 8 is the closest looking jersey number that's been out there. We also got Bronwyn Gillingham credited with an assist in the online stats, and if Gillingham's been in, I totally missed that substitution. 6 digs for Nadeau. I'm not taking digs at the stats people, it's probably my eyes. 6 digs for Thompson, good start there. Boyle, Esty, Osborne, all with 1 total block. Pommies, Coy, Slip, Nadeau, Esty, Boyle, Osborne, Thompson, and McFadden in the Libero jerseys. And it is the Libero, Thompson, and Esty to serve. Get you the Dal AC players after this point if I can. Set up for Jollymore for McCombs. McCombs gets that one down. So it is Imikar, Marin McCombs, Ashley Rideout. On the service line is Jollymore. The Libero is Hannon. And in the back row is Marin McCombs. Free for McCombs. Jollymore, Imikar blocked. That's Rideout on the attack. Boyle was there. Thompson. Coy. Oh, nice swing from Coy. Great get from Hannon. Free from Rideout. Boyle, Esty, slip. Off a block. Jollymore is there. Double hit called on the Tommies. 2-0 Rams as we open set 2. And here's Jollymore. Boyle, Esty, and Boyle. Good get by Marin McCombs on the attack. Ashley Rideout, and that one is good. Mentioned Kathleen Boyle was ACAA Athlete of the Week along with Tommy Athlete of the Week, as was Tommy basketballer Jevin Eddy. The double Athlete of the Week for STU. Blocked at the net, or not over the net, I'm not sure, one of the two. We'll give that one to Megan McCombs. 4-0. Good start to the set for the Rams. Jollymore. Up by Boyle, there's Esty. For Coy, Coy blocked. Coy keeps it alive, tipped over. And net violation on the Rams. I think that was Rideout. Great get by Marin McCombs. Oh, Imikar, big swing. Comes Rideout. Thompson, Esty, Boyle. Oh, Boyle answers. A little too strong for Peyton Hannon. And Osborne in for the Libero Thompson as Ava Slip back to serve. Tommy's down 3 at 5-2 Rams. Marin McCombs gets that one up for Jollymore. Imikar. Nadeau, Esty, Boyle cross court. That one just out. (6-2) Rams. Here's Megan McCombs. Oh, nice shot by McCombs there. That one had some late die on it. Thompson managed to get that over. Boyle, net violation. No, net touch. on the Rams. Oh, we might have been getting Boyle for being too far over. Serve from Morgan Coy. A bit long. If you're a Tommy backer and a Tommy volleyball fan in general, you'll like what you're seeing out of this club. Second year under Coach Cole Pitts. Not only right now, but hey, you've got essentially 4 first-year players on the court. There's no reason the future can't be now, but think about this group in a few years' time if they're able to stay together. Of course, a veteran of the quality of Boyle, not easy to replace whenever it comes time for Boyle to move on. In 4th year is Boyle. (8-4) Marin McCombs. Oh, Esty able to play that one off the net. Nadeau on the attack, blocked. Osborne with the up. Esty, back row Boyle. Pulled the string. Rideout was ready. Jollimore back row set for Marin McCombs, and Marin sent that one just a little bit strong. Here's Bronwyn Gillingham checking in. Could have happened in the first set as well. I just didn't see it. Gillingham has been a bit of a service specialist for the Tommies. Good serve there from Gillingham, played up by Hannon. Rideout, gets that one down in front of Gillingham. And now Brooke Thompson in for Gillingham. Rams on the serve. Slip on the attack. And McCombs can't get that one off the net. Esty strong serve. Great hustle by Jollimore to try to get the second hit. Couldn't quite get there. That time played by Rideout. Immediately on the attack was Jollimore. Nadeau punches it too long. Well read by McCombs in the back row. 10-7 Dal AC for Leah Jollimore. 17 service aces coming into today for Jollimore. Thompson. Esty. Punched over by Boyle. Jollimore for McCombs. Thompson, Esty, Boyle. Off block. And Imakar got a piece, but not quite enough for the second hit. Strong serve that time off of Rideout, and that was Nadeau. And one, the Tommies Nadeau, another strong serve, but too strong. That one. Flies out the back for Nadeau. Here is Bajagas back in. Ava slip. Plain kill for Stu. Gillingham in for the Libero, and Osborne subs in for Gillingham. Down one Tommies, Ava Slip to serve. Laid up by McCombs. Jalomore backs at Immercar. Nadeau got a piece. Slip. Not much of a chance to get the second hit. Now Thompson in for Slip. Megan McCombs will serve. Sophie Hughes. Number 18 back in for Dow. Coy. Nadeau back row. McCombs. Jalomore McCombs. Thompson. Free from Coy. Jalomore in the middle that time for Sophie Hughes. First year middle. Cleans that one up. 13-10 second set. Megan McCombs in play. Nice dive by Nadeau. Osborne. And a net touch, net violation. Again, the official's call was faster than my eyes. Coy. Pass drifts a little long. And called a violation on Dal AC. McComb Jalomore backs at Immercar. Esty got a piece. Double hit called on the Tommies. About the midway point here of set 2. Boyle off the block down on the Dal AC side. Boyle back to serve. Here comes Macy Urban off the bench for the Tommies for Callie Nadeau. Urban, another first-year player out of Winnipeg. That's not all one sentence. She is a first-year player and is out of Winnipeg. She is the Tommies' only Winnipeg hometown player. 14-14. Boyle. Good serve, McCombs. Jalomore McCombs. Oh, got a lot on that one. Dump from Esty. Hannon and Immercar. A little collision there, and as I said in the men's contest, so you want to be a libero? You're putting your body in harm's way all the time. And there's Peyton Hannon up to the task there. Another big swing from McCombs. Coy was there. And that is Urban. Gets on the board. Tommy's 16-14 now. Timeout Dow. Eagle-eyed Mark Gifford spotting a little piece of debris on the court from the sidelines up to clear that one off during the timeout. Both teams slow to break the timeout huddle here, both getting a extra whistle from the official. Tommy's up 2, Boyle on the service line. out of these timeouts is often an opportunity for rotation issues. Let's see. The official does the check and put in play here with Boyle. All is good, no immediate whistle. Hannon, back row, Immerkar. Thompson is there. Esty. Boyle back row. Nice swing, nice get. Now Immerkar again. There's Osborne, and Osborne finally. Jagus had several good gets in that back row. Boyle up by Hannon. Urban blocked that time by the length of Sophie Hughes. 17-15 STU. Here comes Ashley Rideout back in. And here's Marin McCombs. Strong serve. Coy is up to that task. Urban, a tip. Oh, set to the back row, and Immerkar blocked right back. Oh, coming over top of the Libero Hannon was Marin McCombs. 17-16. Out of that last time out, Dal AC have been searching for Immerkar over and over. A little reminder from Carrie Peck to the team just how good of a player Immerkar is there, I think. Osborne. Strong serve. Rideout on the attack. Osborne, Boyle from the back row. Caught the tape out of play. Now 18-17 Tommies. Megan McCombs back in. As Sophie Hughes set to serve. Thompson is there for that. Esty. Urban looks to go cross court. Rideout was ready for it. Jollimore back row. McCombs on the tip. And that was Coy on the attack. That one confused my eyes for a second. Urban gets the tape, gets to the court. 19-17 Tommies. Peyton Hannon back in. Esty. Tape shot, make it 19-18. Esty sets up slip out of the middle. Jollimore for McCombs. Well set up, well finished. These are both quality clubs that we're watching here. Too strong that time from Rideout. I'm absolutely privileged to get one of the best seats in the house and get to talk about this action. Here's Ava Slip. Oh, that one off Hannon. And LAC elected not to give chase. I think there might have been opportunity to run under that ball. Might have lost track of where it was. 22-19. Here's Slip. That one is an ace from Ava Slip. 23-19. Timeout here and a must-have point for the Dow Rams. Down 4. loading up a lozenge here. Keep the voice going. Might have to track down some more water too, running a little short. It's all right, it's not far away. Off the service ace. It slipped to serve again. A little last minute instruction for Marin McCombs. Everybody set to go. Slip. Again, that time played up by Hannon. Jollimore for Marin McCombs off a Tommy block out of play. 23-20 Tommies. And it will be Megan McCombs. Back to serve. Comes Sophie Hughes into the match. Megan McCombs. Played up by Coy. Esty. Boyle with the punch. Oh, good get, but free from Marin. Esty for Boyle. Better look that time. And Megan McCombs. Can't do much other than get a piece of that one on the way by 4. Set points for the Tommies here in set number 2. And it will be Morgan Coy looking to give the Tommies a 2-0 lead. McCombs off the block out of play. Saves a set point. Now an important point here for STU. That score on the board, right? Should it be 22-24? Osborne with the tip. Kept alive, Jollimore. That was Hughes. In the back row. It is cleaned up by the Tommies. And Macy Urban. Scoreboard says 25-21. I think it might actually have been a 25-22. But I lost track of a couple points there at the end. Tommy's up 2 sets. On Dow. Now a must-have. Set 3 for the Dow Rams. In that second set, the Rams 10 kills, 2 errors, 32 attacks, 250 for 21 points. So 21 online, it was 21 on the board, so that must have been right. Must have just been when I looked at the board previous. The Tommies 13 kills, 6 errors, 39, a 179, and 20 points overall. It is the Dow Rams, 66 attacks, 16 kills, 7 errors, a 136. The Tommies 83 attacks, 26 kills, 13 errors, a 157. 25-16 are the assists. 10-1 service aces. That's a big number for the Tommies' favor. Tommies have made 3 more serve errors, though. Digs are close, +3 for the Tommies. Blocks are 3-2 for Dal AC. Individual stats for Dal AC. Go on, telephone. Here we go. Marin McCombs, 5 kills. Callie Imakar, 4. Ashley Rideout, 3. 15 assists for Leah Jollimore. 1 service ace for Hughes. 12 digs for Marin McCombs. 2 blocks, Sophie Hughes. Sophie Hughes. Only one with 2. Tommies led by Boyle with 7 kills. Morgan Coy and Osborne 4 each. 19 assists, Ella Esty. 3 service aces, Callie Nadeau. 2 each, Ava Slip, Kathleen Boyle. 12 digs, Brooke Thompson. And a block, total block for Boyle and Esty. 2-0 Tommies. 25-18, 25-21. Been outstanding play. The service game of STU. A big difference here. And my own mind, I don't think of the Tommies as a particularly big serving team, but they come into this one first in service aces per set at 2.92. Dal AC is second at 2.69. The two of the top serving teams measured in at least aces. Dal AC, second in the league in hitting at 238. They're below that marker right now at 136. The Tommies 157 is below their 195 mark as well. None of it matters though for STU. They're up 2 sets. And that one by Sophie Hughes is long. Nadeau. Good get by Hannon. Jollymore, McCombs, Thompson, Esty, and Coy tried to change direction down the line and left it short. At 1-1. Thompson, Esty, Boyle, big swing. McCombs ready for it. Jollymore, Immerkar gets that one. Up by Boyle, Esty for Boyle. Boyle, big swing. That one avoids everything on the ceiling somehow. Punch deep. Nadeau, Esty, slip. Out of the middle, finishes down the line. 2-2. Tommies today have been so good on that first pass. And a lot of that credit to Kathleen Boyle and Brooke Thompson. Slip. Strong serve. Good get by McCombs. Free ball from the libero. Esty for Boyle. Off block, kept alive. Jollymore, free from right out. That time it's Anna Osborne in the middle. Gets the open space, gets it in front of Peyton Hannon. Oh, Osborne kept it alive, but Boyle couldn't get there to get underneath of it. 3-3 for Ashley Rideout. That one in play. Big swing by McCombs. Boyle off block. Thompson is there. And Marin McCombs gets it by Morgan Coy. 4-4. Another entertaining rally there. Comes Sophie Hughes back in as Megan McCombs serves. Boyle, Esty, back row Nadeau. Oh, big swing from Nadeau. And that one into the stands off of Megan McCombs' hands. There's Boyle, played up by the libero Hannon. Hughes off block. Thompson lays out into the front row for that one, but can't quite get there. Scoreboard showing 5-5 for Callie Immerkar. 38 service aces. That's a big number coming into this one. Almost undoubtedly Immerkar, unless something goes real sideways in the final matches of the season will find yourself on an all-star team somewhere. Tommies, Osborne. Jollimore. Sneak attack. Six for Marin McCombs. Service error as that one catches tape. Here is Ella Esty. Played up by Rideout. McCombs for Rideout. And Rideout is into the net. Up by Hannon. Jollimore in the middle, big swing for Hughes. Hughes gets it down off the Tommy block. That point will go to Dal AC. Makes us 8-7. Subbing again, Ella Dyke. Nine-7 Tommies. McCombs, Jollimore, McCombs. And Coy, Owen, Esty. Looking like Marionette swinging at that one. Neither one could get it. There's Esty for slip. Oh, and that one was tipped by Jollimore. And there may have been another Ram player that was in a position to get that one. There's Imakar. Smart play. Tommy's keeping it alive. Boyle free. Oh, and that one from Imakar, just a little too much for Ava Slip. Another outstanding rally back in. Vajegas out of Vancouver. Boyle. Off block, out of play, point Stu. 11-9, set 3. Some point in time here, the Rams, you want to get in this match, you got to get yourself out in front. Need a little bit of buffer. Imakar, big swing. Played back to Imakar. Set up this time, McCombs. Off a Tommy block, point Dal. Hughes back in. Osborne can't get the tip, tied at 11. Here's Megan McCombs. Here the Tommies, you're up 2 sets. You don't want to give Dal AC life if you can avoid it. But this has been a tight match between 2 tight teams, and just like that, Dal AC, they said at some point in time you got to get yourself in front. There they are. 3 straight points for the Rams. Boyle. Esty on the attack. Imakar, big swing. And that's too much for Nadeau. 13-11. And some words for Coach Colpitz to the team. Just a little bit too early for a timeout, I think. But won't wait a whole lot longer. Oh, a miss hit that time from Megan McCombs. She knew it as soon as she swung. Boyle on the serve. Marin McCombs off Tommy Block out of play. 14-12. Dal AC and McCarr on the serve. Oh, another good serve from Immakar. Back row Boyle. Oh, good get. Oh, and that one drifted long to the Tommy side. A little confusion about who was going to take it. Esty got an arm on it. Now AC up 3. I think maybe one more. You might see a Tommy timeout. Immakar. Just long. We're talking, as Bob Ross says, 2 hairs and some air on that one. Bronwyn Gillingham back in for the service in place of Anna Osborne. Strong serve, Gillingham. Oh, wow! I was all ready to say the Tommies had a point on the board. And somehow Jolimore got that back over the net. Gillingham is going to get the cleanup on that one, I think. What a play there from Jolimore. Wow. Oh, another strong serve. Gillingham forces not McCombs, but the Jagus on the dive. Nadeau tries the tip, didn't get enough of it. 16-14. Here comes Ashley Rideout back in. Marin McCombs. Up by Boyle. Esty tries the dump. Coy, Esty, Nadeau. That one out, no touch. Point for Dal AC. There's the timeout. The sense one was coming. Just announcing that tickets available for the ACAA. Is pretty sure that I've told you about that already. ACAA.ca, you can get all your scores, stats, schedules, championship information under championships. Volleyball one here. The basketball one is at Mount St. Vincent. Don't know where Badminton is. I don't have that in my head. And nationals for the women, they're at Providence University College in Manitoba. Mount A ranked 12th in the country coming into this weekend. That loss at Holland. They're still atop the conference, but depending on how it goes here with the Tommies in the next, I'll say less than 24 hours, the Tommies could find themselves a nationally ranked team. And wouldn't that be something? To have all 4 Tommy court sports in the national rankings. Nadeau out off Dal AC. Much to be played yet here in this one and tomorrow against Mount A. Opportunity is there though for Stu Played up by Esty. Oh, nice by Esty there. Thought that was a Shordow ram point. Coy. Good dive. I think that was McCombs on that dive. Free from Nadeau. Immercar, Jollymore, McCombs. Blocked by Slip out off of Dow. Here's Macy Urban checking in for Morgan Coy. Saw this in the second set as well. Was Esty on the serve. There's Rideout, Nadeau. Esty, Boyle from the back. That's going to tie us at 17. Esty. Good get by Hannon, Jollymore. Oh, and no one home. I think possibly Hughes and Jollymore. Wires crossed on that one, or someone else was supposed to come running in behind Hughes. 18-17 Tommies. Esty again, that one is into the net. Sophie Hughes to serve for the Rams. Good get by Nadeau. And that finds the back corner from Ava Slip. Tommy's put it together out of the timeout. Well called by Kim Colpitz. There's Nadeau. Rideout. Esty is there. Thompson is there. Urban on the attack. Immercar. Jollymore Immercar. Oh, that one almost blocked by Slip. Immercar's going to get it. Leah Jollymore. Tied at 19. Third set. Thompson. Esty. Slip. Off block. Immercar is there. Back for McCombs, free essentially. Set up for Boyle. And touched on the way by. Boyle gets that one. Pass drifted a little close to the net, but Boyle still able to do something with it. Osborne back in for Gillingham as Ava Slip to serve with the Tommies up 20-19. Strong swing. Hannon. That's going to be free. Boyle. Hannon is there. Oh, another good get. Unbelievable from Maren McCombs. Finished in the middle by Anna Osborne. Outstanding hustle by McCombs and the Rams. 21-19 timeout. Dal AC. Tommy's team playing really well. They're looking to, as mentioned, avenge one of their 3 losses on the season. They lost on the road at Dal AC. And the fact that was their last time they lost was that road trip. In league play, at least. (21-19) here's Slip. Nice swing from Slip. Hannon. Jollymore. McCombs off of Esty. Megan McCombs makes it 20, serving 21 here for actually Rideout. Rideout out of Conception Bay South in Newfoundland. Boyle cleans that one up before I can talk geography. (22-20) for Macy Urban on the service line for STU. Urban. Oh, and a little miss hit that time from Peyton Hannon. Hannon has been outstanding today. 23-20. Here's Urban. Hannon. Jolimore. Imrikar, big swing. Partially blocked. Thompson is there. Boyle. Oh, down off the block. 4 match points now for the Tommies as they seek a straight sets win over this very tough Dal AC squad. Urban looking to give the Tommies the match. McCombs on the tip. Boyle is there. Esty. Nadeau, and that one's into the front row. The Tommies straight sets victory. If you told me coming into today that the men's game was going to go 5 and the women's was going to go straight sets and the Tommies were going to win them both, I did not put a whole lot of money on that one. With the win, the Tommies, they move to 12-3. That ties them with wins for Mount A. They will leapfrog in front of Mount Allison by percentage points. Mount A sitting at 5 losses. The Tommies 2 games in hand on Mount A. Mount A here tomorrow on a 2-game losing streak. The Tommies will be on a 10-game win streak. With the loss, Dal drops to 8-7, tied with Mount St. Vincent for that 6th and final playoff spot for 5th and 6th. I'll say 5th. And of course, Crandall sitting below them at 8-6. That'll do it here from the LB Gym on the Saturday. Come on back tomorrow on ACA TV and Tommy's TV on YouTube. Men's action with Dal AC at noon. Women versus Mount A. First in the conference on the line, and probably a national ranking on the line as well. At 2 o'clock for everyone here at St. Thomas, including the always amazing Alice in the producer's chair. I'm Bill Gibson. It's been my absolute privilege to bring you these 2 matches today. I'll see you again tomorrow. Stay warm overnight and come on back then.